Queen of Swords and a King of Cups entered the building. Oh, more. Who had some sort of childhood connection with the Six of Cups. Queen of Swords and the King of Cups had some sort of connection working with this Queen of Wands. So this law enforcement person, investigator of some sort, saw that this Queen of Wands was working with a Queen of Swords and a King of Cups who have some sort of past connection with the collective. Six of Wands, public recognition. It wasn't even something that they tried to hide. Ooh. It wasn't even something that they tried to hide. Skillful collaboration. So the first one that came out was the Four of Wands, to the Hierophant, to the King of Wands, to the Three of Pentacles. So, Queen of Swords. Okay. We have, what was the other one? So I have two queens on this board. All right, we're gonna pull them out. We have the Queen of Swords, the King of Cups. I think it was the Queen of Wands though. Yeah, Queen of Wands, let's get her out here. Queen of Wands. Now we have a King of Wands, okay? So, it was public knowledge that a Queen of Wands and a King of Cups knew the collective, right? They were childhood friends. Everybody knows this. This is an important detail. Everybody knows they were close friends since childhood. Everybody knows that if anybody knows anything about the collective, all you need to do is go to these two people. All right? Four of Wands. They came off as having this stable foundation. Even having some sort of spiritual practice. Maybe they went to church a lot. So they could be considered super reliable. But what was seen, with this Three of Pentacles is telling me not only was this skilled collaboration, yep, but with the Pentacles here, it was paid collaboration. So all the players are on the board. Or maybe, do we have anyone else? Probably there are more people, but this is what this investigator learned, because we're just going to figure this out. Skilled collaboration, paid collaboration against the High Priestess energy. That is the collective. What else do we need to know? Curiouser and curiouser, creative curiosity. So, it was against the collective, not only the collective as a whole, as a person, who they are to the world, who they present themselves out to the world, but also on the things that they build, the things that they make, the things that they create. They came to steal not only their future with their money that someone gave to them because they thought that they deserved it, because they were a good person. That wasn't enough just to steal. No. We need to demolish the collective's character, okay? And anything that they have ever made, anything that they have ever contributed to society as a whole, an artwork, a story, a coloring book. Yeah, I made my daughter a coloring book once. But anyway, they stole this because they didn't want a trace of any positivity that the collective had put out into the world to be seen as the collectives. Now that sounds a little bit obsessive much. It's not enough to steal, but you also want to influence how people are remembered by trying to erase their footprints on the world that have changed other people's lives. There's an Emperor on the board and the Queen of Cups. This is a different energy, so we're going to throw that over to the side. What do we need to know about this Emperor and this Queen of Cups? Knight of Pentacles to the Seven of Swords. To the Eight of Cups. So they needed people to believe that this Nine of Pentacles, which is reliable, dependable, and responsible, the person that was this no longer existed, using the Seven of Swords, some sort of deception